Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, distinguished guests, it's my great pleasure to honor you, to welcome you to the opening third interdisciplinary research symposium, safeND, here in Berlin. I'm especially delighted to greet you on behalf of the Federal Office for the Safety of Nuclear Waste Management in Germany, known as BASE. Radioactor safety, decommissioning, and the interim and final storage of radioactive waste pose demanding technical and societal challenges in Germany, across Europe, and around the world. One thing is clear: nuclear safety cannot be the exclusive responsibility of experts or government institutions. Public participation is no longer optional. It plays a key role in establishing the legitimacy of safety policies. At BASE, we see ourselves not only as a technical authority, but also as a mediator and bridge builder between science, politics, and society. We are committed to being a forum for dialogue, transparency, and responsibility. Our mission is to engage with one of the most pressing challenges of our time: the safe disposal of radioactive waste, with foresight and a conscious awareness of the associated risks. BASE is the federal authority tasked with the safety of nuclear waste management. In the context of national site selection process, we act as a learning-oriented government authority guided by scientific findings. Our primary responsibility is to safeguard nuclear waste management while achieving scientific research and technological innovation. A cornerstone of our research is the development and validation of methods for the safety final disposal of radioactive waste. In these endeavors, we collaborate closely with national and international partners to reflect on and advance the current state of science and technology. These includes research into suitable geological formations, as well as the development of materials and technical components that ensure long-term environmental and public protection. Another central area of our work is risk assessment. We conduct comprehensive studies to identify and evaluate potential risks linked to nuclear waste management. These assessments are based on the latest scientific knowledge and are critical to developing safe and reliable disposal strategies. Nuclear safety is a socio-technical field, and sustainable research is only possible through interdisciplinary cooperation and international exchange. In this sense, safeND is an invitation to look beyond our own horizons, to explore interesting interconnections and uncover surprising interdependencies. BASE plays an active role in education and training. Through initiatives such as our doctoral program, we are fostering the next generation of scientists here in BASE. With independent science-based work, BASE make a vital contribution to strengthening public confidence in the safety of nuclear waste management. So, ladies and gentlemen of the scientific community and the organizing team of safeND 2025, allow me to express my sincerest thank you to all of you. All your dedication and energetic efforts have managed to bring us together once again here in Berlin. First, my thanks go to the scientific community, your committee. Your expertise and commitment have enabled us to create a program that is both informative and inspiring. I think that's a warm applause. My heartfelt thanks also go to the organizing team, whose professionalism and dedication have turned this conference into reality. You have created a platform for international, interdisciplinary, and open dialogue, and for that we are deeply grateful. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the guiding theme of this year's conference is as simple as profound: time as a safety factor. It addresses fundamental questions of technical feasibility, social responsibility, and the ethical dimension of our work. Allow me to explore this theme in form of 3 ideas. First, time as a safety factor in nuclear waste disposal. Ensuring the safety of nuclear facilities and the storage of radioactive waste requires a long-term perspective. The radioactive radiation emitted by these materials will persist for thousands of years. So it is imperative that we make decisions today which will protect current and future generations. Careful monitoring and maintenance of facilities, continuous improvement of safety protocols, a long-term planning of repository sites are all processes that must not be limited to short-term thinking. Time helps us to reduce risks by allowing us to gather experience, improve technologies, and ensure that all measures consistently meet the highest safety standards. But on the other hand, nuclear waste disposal can only succeed in financial resources, responsible organizations, and a functioning state exist. When we consider the current global situation, we should therefore strive to accelerate safe disposal options. Climate change, destabilization of international order, populism, a war in Europe, all these developments make it clear that we cannot rest on the today's stability. For this reason, we in Germany are currently in the process of accelerating the site selection process for the high-level waste final repository. Second, finding a repository requires long-term vision and clear milestones. The search for a suitable repository for high-level radioactive waste begins with the identification of potential sites based on scientific criteria. This selection process involves extensive investigations to reliably assess geological suitability. The fact in this process incorporates diverse and comprehensive forms of public participation is a major achievement. Each of the steps involved, it is critical to take time. Milestones help us track progress and ensure that all the necessary steps are carried out carefully and systematically. This structured approach is essential for creating transparency, gaining public trust, and ensure long-term safety. Thirdly, I would like to have you focus on timescales. We are operating in very different timescales at once. Politically, we often think in legislative terms. Socially, perhaps in generations, but geologically, we are dealing with hundreds of thousands of years. These immense time frames challenge our imagination. What does responsibility mean when it extends over millennia? What does communication mean when we must speak for people not yet born? And how do we secure access to knowledge today that will remain relevant in the distant future? Ladies and gentlemen, engaging with time in all these dimensions is more than abstract exercise. It is central for our work and to the credibility of our decisions. I invite you to come together to discuss, learn, and challenge assumptions. safeND is a platform for precisely this kind of exchange. Let us take this opportunity with seriousness, openness, and stamina. We should take full advantage of these 3 short days to reflect on as many dimensions of this complex task as possible, not only on the temporal scale at once. Let us work together toward a solution that is both responsible and fair to future generations. In this spirit, may this conference provide you with deep and valuable insights. May your conversation be inspiring, and may we all gain new perspectives on time. Thank you for your attention.